Okay, well, we are live and there's nobody here yet, I don't think. We'll just wait a minute. We'll see who's all here. There you go. Okay. Got one person watching, a couple of people watching. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Everyone's starting to come in. Yeah. You're in the right spot. Don't worry. I'm gonna set you down, your camera down here for a second, so you're not flopping around on my hands. My hands are not very steady. There we go. I'm gonna leave you guys right there for the moment. Come over here. So, anybody watching that wants to say anything in the comment section? That would be nice. At least say hello. That would be helpful. That means you're hearing me. Just go into the comment section, the chat section there, and say hi, or hello, or yes, I can hear you, or something like that. I see there's nobody watching at the moment. Let's see if it's still on, or if it went off. There it is. Okay, it's still on. Okay, so I am on. I got nobody watching. Ah, there we go. Now we got 10. Okay. So, guys, I'm going to assume that you can hear me. 20, 21, 30. Okay, there. Now we're starting to get some people in here. Okay, great. So, I thought I'd start off today. Just a little thing. My wife wanted to show some of the things she's working on for Christmas. This is my wife, June.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hi.
So, show us what you're making right now.
I want to say hello to my dad in Medford, Oregon.
Hi, Dad.
And show Dad and everyone else. These are the things I'm making this year for Christmas. I have a bunch of friends who like to purchase things that I make, and this is this year's project. Also, this nativity, which isn't done yet, I have to paint it. And this is what it looks like before you cut it out when you have your pattern all ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I made this little thing, decoupage thing yesterday. I thought it looked cute.
So you've been working on a lot of Christmas. You already have a lot of Christmas orders.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I got to do 3 more of these nativities.
So about 10 of those stars already ordered.
Yes, 10 are
Wow.
already ordered.
Okay. Well, that's certainly a start. Okay, guys, for the rest of you that are here, please stick with me for a second. I'm going to go ahead and move you over to the turning section. Just bear with me a little. I'm sorry it's a little jerky, but I gotta move you. Sorry. Bear with me. Ah, this part came off and I can't get it back on. Sorry. This is giving me a little bit of an issue. There. Phew. Sorry. I apologize. I was trying to get this part of the whole thing that holds the camera in place, and it did not want to remove itself. So I think we are all back in position now. I apologize for that little ride. Hi, Matt. Oh, I'm sorry, Mari. Hi, Mari. Welcome in. And please, if you can, guys, hit the like button when you get here. Let everybody know you're here. And it also lets the YouTube know that I've got people watching. And that's always a good thing. Well, as you can see, about 4,000 of you saw the little 20-second clip that I put up that said, okay, thanks, Austin. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you, Austin. I hope you can hear me okay. Austin, if you can, just say yes or whatever. I'd appreciate that. Crispy volume, okay. So, trying to get the picture just a little bit better for you. I'm looking at it on my screen here. There we go. Gotta make sure I can see it too. All right, as you may have seen, if you looked on the my channel the last couple of days, you probably saw this interesting piece of wood. It has a huge crack in here, and we're going to be turning this out, and then we're going to turn it around, and we're going to form a tenon on the other side, and then we're going to turn this back around again. So it's going to be kind of a lot of moving parts to this today. But I got to kind of straighten this out first, because I can't use this as the inside of the bowl. And so, yeah, so I kind of just wanted to see what I could do with this. And I've got it on faceplate, and I think I'm going to round the outside of it first just a little bit before I go inside, just so it spins a little better. And as you can see, it's a little bit off because I don't know if you can see right there just a little bit. It's really close here, and then it's this far away here. So, and it's not because I didn't put it in center, it's just because of the way the cuts are on here. So it's going to take a little bit of work to get that rounded first. So we're going to get into it. Oh, one thing I am going to say, if for some reason this drops, if this video drops off at all, stick around. I will get right back on and put it back on again. We've had a lot of problems lately. Hey, LJ. We had a lot of problems lately with the YouTube channel stopping, and then I have to go back and restart, and that stops and restarts. It did to me like 3-4 times the other day. They say it's because of phone signal or internet signal, which is, I guess, possible, except that I just checked my upload streaming, and it's like 2,100 gigs a second or something like that. I'm sorry. It's just really fast. It's I have a 1 gig system, and it's faster, going faster. I'm getting 114% of my normal amount here. So if I'm getting 114%, that should not be an issue, I would think. But okay, let's get going here and see what we can do. Okay, so get this spinning, spin it up a little bit. We'll get in here, and then we'll see what happens. Well, thank goodness for masks. That's all I can say, because if I wasn't wearing a good protective mask and a protective smock here, this would really hurt, because it hurts my hand, I got to tell you. And you can come from the other side here a little bit. Okay, now let's see what we got here. See, by using the gouge instead of using a carbide, we were able to get in there pretty quickly and get this. You can see this wood has a lot of really nice swirling patterns. I'm going to get this light out of the way here. I'm sorry. It has a lot of really swirling patterns in here. This is cypress again, like you've seen me turn a couple times, and it really does. It really does make a interesting bowl or object, whatever it is you're turning. It really gets in there. I think I need to cover my computer here so it doesn't get covered with chips. If you're on here, please, I do appreciate it. 51 people are watching, so if we can get a few likes, I'd appreciate that. And we're going to keep turning this, and we're going to make a nice. I hope we're going to make a nice bowl out of this. We're going to see some surprises because when I get into this, I think there's going to be some surprises here. So, okay, let's do another turn on the edge here, and then we're going to go to the backside here. And you can see it's starting to fight me just a little bit. I'm going to try and take a little bit of this off. That's making some nice ribbons. Okay, we got a little flat spot here, little flat spot there, but we're generally in the round now. So now I can go this way. I'm just gonna turn this like this. And see where it's gonna hit. Oh, it's gonna hit right there. Okay. Just a little closer. All right. Let's see if we can take some of this off without beating me to death in the process, huh? Yeah, that's gonna hit. Okay. It is gonna beat us a little bit. It's gotta come in at the right angle. I'm gonna lower this just a hair. What you want to do when you're dealing with something like this, you don't want to address it. Oh, see, now I can get a lot closer. I took down some of that. There we go. What you don't want to do is you don't want to come in like this because it's just going to come down and bang and bang and catch and snag and all that. You have to come up at an angle, this down on the lower end and coming up on it, and that'll give you a better approach. And you want to come from out here. You're kind of riding a line. You're not trying to take off too much at once. we're at the third time through. Okay, and that's after 3 passes. We got it just about even now, at least. But this is not good enough to be a 10, and that's why this is going to have to be the top of the bowl eventually. But what I had to do is I need to make sure that I get all this out of the way while it's still secured with a faceplate. Gives me a much better hold, and I can take all the banging at once. Get this inclusion. What this is where the bark folded over into itself into here. Okay, so let me get this moved down again. Always want to move your tool rest closer and closer as you take this stuff off. So. No, we're making quite the mess, I'll say that. Oh, we're getting down into a workable area here now. It's still about a finger deep before I can get into that. If you have any questions, please jump in there. Thank you, Austin. I appreciate that. Austin, I'm going to, if you don't mind, since you're here, Austin, I'm going to offer you I'm going to give you a general moderator position so that you can remove any unusual, unwarranted comments, but also just kind of keep track of things there. You are now listed as a moderator. Yeah. I know I took a little bit of a chance doing a live at noon in Pacific time this time, because usually I do it at 3 o'clock our time. But that was really late overseas. And so a lot of guys overseas were missing out. And so I thought, well, I'll do one at noon, and the guys that are in the East Coast will be getting off in an hour or two, and they can come in. And the guys that are on the overseas, it will just be their afternoon, evening time. So we can get a little more of an international crowd in here. But it is much more. It's much more of a community if you all have a conversation in the comment section. So feel free. If you are a turner, let us know what you like to turn. Do you do pens or bowls or pepper skills or Harry Potter wands or whatever it is? And I am keeping an eye on my video, so if it cuts off, as I said, if it cuts off, stick around. I will start it up again. You'll have to go to the new live comment, but just stay right there on my channel. It'll pop up. Yeah, I'm just going to make this straight across here. I'm going to have to go all the way down to that. We're losing quite a bit here, but that's okay. I knew we were going to lose a lot of this. I just wanted to show you that even if it's something that's gnarly and nasty looking, you can still paint it and turn it into something nice. So I'm hoping that's what we can do here. I hope there's not a lot of uncontrolled cracks. And as long as there isn't, we should be able to flatten this out a little bit and make this into a hold, do the other side, and come back to this side. So yeah, okay. Hmm. Now I'm thinking I'm thinking this through a little bit on my own. I think I have to. Yeah, okay. We might have to fill a couple holes in later, but that's okay. We can do that. Okay, I'm going to try and square this off a little bit. For now. Just want to have a flat surface here to screw in the faceplate. I'll raise this up just a bit. I like to have this just in the right spot. There we go. There we go. I love this tool. It is really nice. There's nice ribbons that I get off of there with it. Okay. Now we got a nice, relatively flat bottom. Nice landing spot for my faceplate. So I'm going to have to take this off, put on the other side, do it, make a tenon here. And after we're done making a tenon, we'll slap it back on this side with a chuck and do the other side again. So I know it's kind of flipping back and forth on there. Hiya, fun. Well, we got 200 people in here, so please hit that like button. And if you'd like to, you can subscribe. It lets you know when we're doing our lives. We do a live every Thursday, and we have a lot of fun here. We try and turn things that you wouldn't normally turn. So I can take these off now. And sort of like when you're a surgeon, you want to make sure you get all of them out. So if I know I've got 8 screws, I want to make sure I get 8 screws out. The only problem with this method is that you sometimes end up with little screw holes. If you're having to go back and forth like I am on this one, you could end up with screw holes that could cause a little bit of a problem. So, you know what I should have done, and I didn't, and shame on me, is I should have brought up the tailstock so I knew exactly where that center is. You know what? I can still do that. I can just do it from that. There we go. One of the nice things about this particular faceplate with that screw on there is it allows me to just attach that alone. There you go. And mark the center. There it is. Okay, good. Now I can take it off. There you go. And this. Okay. We'll flip it around. And that's going to go right in that little hole, that little divot I made. So it should be pretty much centered. I guess I have to use my drill and drill a little bitty hole there. Didn't want to. Well, I can for this. Yeah. Easier to do this way, I think. There we go. Didn't need much of a hole, just needed a little more hole to get it past that soft wood. Okay. I'm going to go into the hardwood here if we can, not the softwood. If we can avoid it. There we go. Oh, with this, we will be able to. Oh, interesting. We'll go on here like so. There we are. I think we are tight. Okay, good. That hopefully will do the job. Okay, bear with me just a second here. I lost my feed right here. Okay, there we are. Now we're up again. Okay. All right. Well, we got 452 people in here and 16 likes. Could you please, maybe, if you can, hit the like button? Let us know you're here. More importantly, it lets YouTube know you're here so that they are more friendly to the channel. And we're going to check the speed on this. Oh, that's still turning very true. Good. Good, good, good. Now we can fix this outside a little more. And then we will go make a tenon. Okay. Oh, let me get the speed up here. See, did I get rid of that flat spot yet? Still got the flat spot here. Okay, well, a little bit more then. Come on. I like to watch the chips fly. I'm at 700, but let's see. It burns just a little bit there. There we go. How we are now? Oh, yeah. Okay. I think we have achieved roundness. Now it's a matter of shaving it down just a little bit. I'll use the skew. Really like using the skew. Look at those nice little clean cuts to get off the skew. And for those of you that are new to turning, don't be afraid to get up close. Remember, the idea is you're holding this down on the tool rest, and you want to make sure that you are really close, because if you're way back here, you're not controlling the tip. If you're up here, you're controlling the tip, and you're not going to get hurt. It's not going to hurt you. In fact, right now that's very smooth. I can put my hand right on it. I can feel there's little ruffles. I can feel just little bitty ruffles. Some of that will come out with the sanding, so it's not a big deal. Little ruffle right there. Yep, and you can see it. You feel it, and then you can see it when it's coming up on the thing, on the blade. The blade actually will pick that up. And I'm just trying to take any little high spots off right now. Not trying to make any shapes or anything, just trying to get the high spots. Now you got a little tiny crack here, but I think we can deal with that. Okay. Doesn't seem to be any other big blemishes. It's going to be a beautiful piece of wood. You're going to be surprised just how nice a piece of wood is. Okay. We're going to come on the inside here. We're going to make our tenon. What you guys seeing? Hey, Robert G. Hey, Michael. Glad you guys could make it. You made another. Michael, have you made another short yet? We don't know. I like the last one. Maybe too short, but that's about it. You know. Okay, so we're gonna see how straight this is across. It's pretty straight. I don't want to take too much off because we already made this a much smaller bowl than it started out with because of that occlusion that we had. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice and straight. Okay, that's good. All right. So what we're going to do is we're gonna figure out our 2 inches. We're going to establish our right about there. See how close I got. I did pretty good last time. A little big, but that's okay. I think it'll be fine. On this particular piece, I don't think it's going to matter as much. And actually, that might actually help in this case because of those holes that we got there. So I'm going to take this little crown. There's a little crown right there. Take the little crown out. Make sure we got a recess and that we got a dovetail. And that should be just about as clean as it needs to be. Okay. Man, I am covered here. That was a lot of dirt removed, or a lot of a lot of bark removed from that one. This is a skew. If you're asking, this is a skew right here, and it has a slight angle. This one is angled to the left. I have another one angled to the right. So when I'm coming in here, it goes right in that corner, and I've got it angled probably at about I think 25, 30 degrees, something like that. I'd have to go check. It keeps an edge for a very long time, and it's angled like this, and it's angled like this. You can see it. So yeah, I use this a lot. It's really great for a lot of different purposes. Where I don't want to use a scraper necessarily, because scrapers, generally most of my scrapers are rounded scrapers, but even a flat head scrapers, honestly, the skew and a scraper are a lot the same when you get to that level. That's why I like to have that other piece. That's not going to be any problem. Okay, so let's get this sanded, and we'll do that as quickly as we can here, because I don't think it's going to need a lot of sanding. I will turn this on. Bear with me while I'm sanding. And this doesn't have the traditional end grain, but what it does has a lot of swirling grain. So there are places all over here where it creates an end grain kind of problem. So I'm just going to kind of sand it nice and loosely, not pressing on it. I got a couple knots right in here. Three actually. Three knots right there. I got another knot here and a little bug hole. I got to thank Kirk for the Cypress tree. This has really given us some really good turnings lately. And they sell quite well at the craft sales too. I must say that they're attractive. Um, they're pretty easy turning. Then you really like, and it has a nice little odor to it, kind of a peppery odor to it. Maybe a little bit fruity. Okay, on the back side here. Miter than they made. And because this is a semi-soft kind of wood, it also takes the impressions of the sanding paper. You're not getting streaks as you go. See, it's a little rough. Inside is some bark. I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to spin it backwards. Tell you what, a lathe with a reverse drive on it is really handy. Okay, it's a little rough right in there, but there's nothing I can do about that. It's going to be what it's going to be. I don't want to take the wood down any further. Okay, we'll get off of that heavy grit and we'll go into something lighter. Ooh. Ooh. Bear with me there. There we go. Now we're just kind of polishing it up a little bit. Get smoother to the touch. I think you're going to like what you see here in a minute. Stick with me. And like I said before, earlier to the people on here, if for some reason we get knocked off, like I have the last couple weeks, just stick around. I will be right back on. And you just flip over to the new live on my same channel. Just kind of hang around there and you just pop up, or maybe go out of my channel, go back into it, and you'll see it pop up right away, and you can reconnect and follow along as I go. So far, so good. So that's the good news. Okay, that's really feeling nice now. You go to this 240, and that's really 240 is about all I need to do on a wood like this. I'll get to a higher, but I don't really think it's necessary. The important thing is that you're making sure you really pay some attention to it when you're sanding. Give it the time. I'll spend maybe 15 minutes sanding, and in reality, when I'm doing one at home just by myself, I may spend an hour or more sanding to make sure I'm getting a really glassy finish on a piece of wood. But I don't need to sit here and watch me sand. I don't think you guys need to sit here and watch me sand something for an hour. That's not what you call entertainment. So sometimes we do that behind the scenes or afterwards, something like that. I may put a finish on it and go back and finish it off later, or even do it on another video for that matter. Okay. Oh yeah, that's really smooth. That feels like a nice dough. What that feels like. Really nice and smooth. Okay, good. All right, let's get a little finish here. I didn't get a chance to make up since we started the video. Turn that off. So I'm hoping that this will make it through. Oops. Don't fall, don't fall. Here. All right, let's get some of this on here. What do you think, guys? That really brings out the red in it, doesn't it? This wood has golds and reds and all sorts of nice colors in it. Down in that bug hole a little bit, just in case there's any fellers in there. I don't think there are. They stay dead for quite a while. or at least some of it was. There's a few pieces we couldn't salvage all because it was so bug ridden, and that's what killed the tree itself. But oh yeah, it's sucking that right in. Okay, let's go over here to this side. As soon as I get this on here, I'll bring you around and let you see what this looks like. Try to get that sawdust out of the miter hole so we don't have any problems when we go to check this up. Okay. Let's just see this. Okay. So there you can see some of what we're looking at. This will brighten up a little bit with a little bit more work. But I really like this, and you can see what's on the inside here. This is what's going to be what we're going into in the bowl. So I'm just going to let that kind of set for now.